And we're live. So, hello everybody. We're streaming live from the Healthy Woman Magazine and Healthy Woman Club podcast. Today, I have a special guest with me, a woman, a very creative woman in health and wellness business, Farah Shammas. Hello, Farah.
Hello. Thank you, Anna, so much for having me with you.
So, we'll discuss about your Cook Vegan Facebook group today, but I'm sure you've got a lot more to tell us about your businesses overall, and of course veganism that I know that you're passionate about. So I won't say much about you, but I want you to introduce yourself to the people who are watching right now and tell us who you are.
Okay, thank you so much. First of all, Anna, thank you so much for having me on this lovely platform. The wheels have turned because, of course, I interviewed you for Cook Vegan a few months back. So now it's a pleasure to be interviewed by you. My name is Farah Shammas. Hi, everyone, for those of you who don't know me. I'm the managing director of St. Raphael Resorts and Marina here in Limassol, Cyprus. So that's a five-star luxury hotel and large marina port of entry, which has many facilities and is a beautiful resort. So I hope many of you who are watching this will get the chance to come visit us, especially when we reopen on the 2nd of April next year. We've unfortunately temporarily closed our doors for this winter because of the world pandemic, but it is what it is. And I'm also a mother of three gorgeous children that I'm very blessed to have. One 7-year-old, one who turned 5 yesterday, and a 10-month-old. So I'm, yes, maybe a little bit more tired now with the baby than usual. And why we are here, I am the founder of Cook Vegan, which is a relatively new brand that I'm developing. It started off as a Facebook group, which I started in the first lockdown here in Cyprus. So not very long ago. I think about 6 months ago now. And we have grown as a community to already 4.8 thousand people. So that's amazing. 4,800 members of the Facebook group. And it's a very active group as well. In our peak, we had 22,000 posts, likes, and impressions in 1 month, which was great. And it's been amazing to be part of this journey with so many amazing people.
So I was about to ask about when you started it, because I remember it was in quarantine, in the lockdown, yeah, where everybody was
Absolutely.
talking. So maybe that was a good start. That's what I remember, Farah. Is that right?
That is right. I remember that I had pictures of my birthday, and I just launched it. So my birthday's 30th of March, end of March. So I think I launched it just before that. And I couldn't believe it. To be honest, it's been wonderful. I mean, so many people called me at the time to say, "Oh my goodness, you know, your market research was amazing. You've really picked the time to launch this during quarantine and when people want to be healthier." And I didn't dare contradict them. But the truth of it is, Anna, and I haven't said this before, I was actually, because my background is marketing, doing some research at the time into how social media has evolved in the last few years. And I thought, oh, let me check out this group thing. Let's do something that I enjoy. And I said, oh, Cook Vegan, blah, blah, available. And, you know, within a few days, it was 1,000 people. Within, you know, a few weeks, it went to thousands. And it's really been great. So I have really seen that there's an interest in that. And I think the success of Cook Vegan has been the reality of it. Not in that it's like a reality TV, but that it's real. I mean, it's real food for real people. I'm, you know, a real mother, a real working mother who's behind it. Obviously, I've got my makeup on now, but many of my videos are, you know, me early in the morning with my voice a bit croaky, or late at night trying to do something, or just running home from work with a baby in the arm and saying, right, guys, this is what we're whipping up. And, you know, very real. The children are running in. It's not, you know, I don't want to say names because there's other amazing platforms out there that have this beautiful food that's presented. And I think that's amazing. And there's a market for that. And that's very Insta worthy. But my food is more, it tastes good, it's quick to make, it's nutritious, it's healthy. And also that, yes, it's vegan food. It is plant-based food, actually, whole food, plant-based food. It's healthy. Occasionally we have the ready cooked or the, you know, a bit more junky or a treat, but for the most part, it's nutritious food for a family, and for kids to make sure that they get all their nutrients. And it appeals to vegans but non-vegans. And I'm not here to judge. I really, that was kind of my aim when I started it. I want to break that perception of the annoying, patronizing vegan that a lot of people have. You know, I'm sure you know there's so many jokes about, oh, how do you know when someone's vegan? It's because they'll tell you. And you know, and I meet loads of vegans who are like, I'm a better vegan than you. It's not about that. It's, you know, it's just everybody doing their part.
You know what I love the most about the Cook Vegan group, and obviously I love your delicious videos and your recipes and everything, but it's really amazing how people engage. So you have lots of engagement, people posting their recipes, even not vegans, and as you say, and it's great that the fact that people engage and they post recipes and they inspire you, and you see all those plates and colors and ingredients coming together. It's a pretty good job. Well done, Farah.
Thank you so much. It's amazing to see so many people participate. And I think, and that is my message, that, you know, we can all cook vegan, we can all cook healthy food. You don't have to be vegan, and I'm not going to judge you if you're not. But you can eat the occasional vegan meal. You can have the occasional vegan day. And why not? When it's tasty food that's quick and easy to make, and it's better for your body, it's better for you, it's better for your mind. It's obviously better for the environment, that I think a lot of people this year after lockdown started to really appreciate nature, and really start to think about what we as humans are doing to the planet. So if you can, you know, avoid animal products, even on one meal a week, even on one day a week, or in several, it's even better. And also it's better for animals. Of course it's better for animals. So you're in a win-win-win for everyone. And the other thing I do want to encourage is, you do hear many people say, oh, well, I tried that, it wasn't for me. I tried being vegan, it wasn't for me. And I said this before in my post, you know, if people who tried being vegan and then they're not, then they weren't really vegan. And I say that with every respect possible, because vegan is a mind frame. It's not just what you're eating. So if somebody tried and they didn't succeed, I don't want to use the word fail, they didn't succeed, that's fine. There's no judgment on that. But, you know, maybe they didn't succeed because they weren't doing it for the right reasons and with the right knowledge. Because that's why I interviewed you, Anna, and someone like you. You're so important to people's journeys, whether they want to be vegetarian or flexitarian or vegan. They must know what they're doing, and they must make sure they are getting the right nutrients, because there's no point saying, oh, I want to help animals, or I want to reduce my carbon footprint, and I'm going to eat white pasta, you know, 3 times a day. You're gonna be missing something. You are gonna feel tired, you are gonna feel lethargic, you're not gonna feel well, you're gonna make yourself sick, basically. So it's to do it the right way, the know-how, and it's much easier to do than a lot of people think.
Yeah, Well, as you know, I'm not vegan myself, but I'm a huge supporter of plant-based eating for me and my clients as well. So I encourage people to try to incorporate more vegan plant-based meals through their daily or weekly plans. So we all know that it's healthier anyway, not just for the planet, for our health, and
Yeah.
for our family, people around us. What I really want to ask you, because we are broadcasting for women in a health and wellness business today, and besides the new venture, which is the Cook Vegan, I know that you have Seashells, which is the vegan restaurant in San Rafael Resort. In
Hmm.
regards to Cook Vegan, which is your online platform, how did you manage to get 4.8K followers, likes, almost 5K people following in such a short timing? How did you do that?
I just say by being me. I don't know if it was um yeah, just luck or timing. I think obviously that does play a big role. I think obviously there is a demand for that as well. And I think also just by not pretending to be something I'm not. I don't profess to be a perfect chef. I don't ever try and say I'm a perfect mother or perfect person, or but I'm me, and I'm like everyone else who's joined this community. I'm like you, I'm like all the other women watching. We're all just doing our best. And I always tell my children, your best is good enough. And so I just do my best. I post every day. I am a determined woman, I can say that. So my husband would probably say stubborn, but I'll use a more flattering word and say determined. So when I set my mind to something, I will do it to the best that I can, and I'll do it as professionally as I can. So I decided to launch this, and I didn't just give up on it. I got a lot of followers. At first, I thought, oh, that's nice, it's my friends. But when I went to check, actually, while some of my friends joined the platform, not as many as I would have thought, and so many other people. And I added value, I think, to the members' lives. So I interviewed many people that I want to start doing again now that I have hopefully a little bit more time at the hotel closed temporarily. I interviewed people like even Ken from Happy Cow, restaurant owners, entrepreneurs, chefs, people like you, nutritionists and dietitians, business owners, vegan winemakers. So a
Yeah.
lot of different things. Yeah.
From my perspective, like from my point of view, what you're doing right, it's mostly for things. For everybody who's listening and they want some tips, what I'm seeing as a, social influencer or, an expert in my field, but doing a good social account work, as I should say, is first of all, you love what you do. So your passion shows. You're passionate, and of course, through passion, you're giving value through your videos and your posts. Second of all, you are consistent. So you post really frequently and you don't just have these big gaps in between your posts and videos. And this is really important. So consistency in social media is important. The other one, let me remember, that's the third one. I was just thinking while you speak, is that you are true. You are true to yourself. You don't care about if you're looking like perfect, or I don't know, if the counter is dirty. You're just going live and you're posting, being you. So you're authentic. And this is something that viewers can always see if you're authentic or not. And well done. And the fourth is that you're active. It's different to be consistent. It's different to be active, because consistent is posting frequently. Being active, though, is about getting the word out there. So you talk about this with people, you discuss, you're sending emails, you're interested about being promoted through other people. And recently you've created a YouTube channel. So this is what being active is. And yeah, how did it come up with the YouTube channel?
Oh, well, I'm happy you mentioned that actually. So if anybody's watching this, please, please, please do look up Cook Vegan and go and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. So I only launched it a few days ago. It's been something that I've wanted to do for a while. Many, many people got in touch with me and said, you know, oh, we've seen some of the things you do, but we're not on. We've seen it through friends or we've heard about it. We're not on Facebook or we don't use Facebook a lot. Can't you reach a wider audience? I did. I was trying for quite a while to do live cooking demonstrations, maybe on Sundays or baking. And so I was like, okay, I will try and go onto YouTube. But I just, if I'm honest, I haven't had the time because obviously, as you know, all these things take time. And I'm actually at the moment quarantining at home. We're being all super careful, obviously, now with coronavirus around and different cases coming up. So I thought, right, okay, I'm going to do it this week. I'm okay, busy with the hotel. I have lots of things going on. We still have 2 restaurants open, a spa. I did the handover of our luxury tower residence. I mean, there's so many things like homeschooling for the children. But I was like, that's it. So I said, right, I pulled a few videos together that I'd had before. And I said, right, I'm going to do 2 to 3 videos a day for the beginning. Obviously, that's not going to go on forever, but for the beginning of recipes that we make a lot at home, that are our go-tos, that are, you know, as a base to launch this platform. And yeah, in a few days now, I think I've got 70 subscribers, something like that. So it's very, very, very new, but I have every intention and belief that it's going to hopefully, I don't want to use the word skyrocket, but that it will fly very soon. So please do go and subscribe to my Cook Vegan channel. We'll post the link under this when it's finished.
On this video so people can go on, like, and follow you.
That will be amazing. Thank you. So yeah, and it's fun, and it's been fun because all I've done this week is make the food I was going to make anyway, and it's been quite nice for me because since I started Cook Vegan, I mean, I do different recipes all the time. I'm constantly creating, looking up, getting ideas, being inspired, changing things, writing down on the back of envelopes, or, you know, while I'm on the phone in the office, doodling with ideas. And I've tried to post a new recipe pretty much every day, which is great. But, you know, when you hit 6 months, I'm like, oh, that's a lot of recipes. So it is in my plan to do a cookbook as well. So watch this space. But now with the YouTube channel, it's quite nice because I get to go back and instead of racking my brain every day to think of different things, I'm relaunching, let's say, some of my favorites and some of the ones that worked well, and doing the cook along, as I like to call them, videos. And they're real as well. I mean, it's, you know, Yasmina dropping the pot of raisins and saying in one video, oh, well, we didn't need raisins with that anyway. You know, making the thing and saying, oh, be careful, don't cut the corso, and actually the zucchini, and the knife comes out and saying, okay, well, that's all right. You know, we can make that work. You know, bits of onion flying around. It's real. This is a real kitchen. This is what happens.
So what are the next steps?
So the next steps for Cook Vegan are to obviously stay on Facebook with the group, expand that. I've just started the YouTube that I'm really going to try and push now. And I'm going to have mainly cooking demonstrations, but we'll also have some interviews as well. And I'll have my story and reasons to go vegan, reasons to stay vegan, things like that coming up in videos now in the next few weeks. Instagram, it's called Cook Vegan Insta. And that's also, I had that, but I literally wasn't active. But now I'm trying to put a few more things. The only thing I would say with my brand is that it's, you know, it is not Insta worthy pictures, and I don't want it to be. So I'm not sure how the Instagram is going to take off. Probably more with ideas and philosophies as opposed to perfect pictures, because that's not really what I'm about. But I am very lucky in that I do have some perfect pictures from our chef of the resort, who has also turned vegan. So Elias Elia, he's our superstar.
Well done.
And
Inspiring him. Well done.
oh, it's amazing. It's been an amazing journey to be on with him. So I went vegan, then had the idea to make a vegan restaurant, then wanted vegan options. I'm not going to veganize the whole hotel. Our hotel has a very varied cuisine and we serve everything. But I did say, well, just like a meat eater wants to go and eat a steak in a restaurant, a vegan needs to go and find something to eat, or someone with a food allergy, or someone who's gluten intolerant, or whatever else. So we really delved into that, and during that journey, the chef himself decided to go vegan, and that's been amazing. And he's also being, I mean, all chefs and all cooks are so creative. I do admire all of them, and he's an amazing photographer. So he takes amazing pictures, and we are now the first hotel in Cyprus to be featured on Vegan Welcome, which is a platform, a media platform, online platform, which hosts an array of accommodations and hotels, 4 and 5 star, that can cater for vegan or plant-based people. So that's great to be
That's
on
great.
that.
Well done.
Thank you.
Before we end this lovely conversation, I want to ask something else. You are an inspiring woman. You're very creative. You're a businesswoman. You're an entrepreneur. You're a mom. You're a wife. How do you do this? For women watching us that are into business, that they just started a business or they're running their business and they have, kids, a husband, the workload, everything. What are the best tips you would give to those women? It's really important.
Oh my goodness. So yeah, well, I'll try and summarize. Um, Obviously you have to love what you do, which you mentioned earlier. That is a big thing. I would say this, so my husband's pleased because sometimes I think I don't mention him as much as I should, and he's always teasing me. But it is to be with a partner who does support you. It makes a huge difference. I couldn't do this if I had someone who was nagging me all the time, or who didn't support me, or who put me down or belittled me. And I do know what that feels like, and I do know that there are people in that relationship. So yeah, if you are and you can find the right person, because that makes a big difference. Make your kids part of the journey as well. Kids don't like to feel left out. They don't like to feel that, or to begrudge something, because I mean, obviously my whole thing is about eating healthy and being healthy, and really a big part of that journey was for them. I learn, and I still learn as much as I can for them, because I want them to be the best people they can be and the healthiest people they can be. So I don't want to suddenly exclude them and make that irrelevant to their lives. So they're in my videos, they're with me. They know, like now, mummy's on the computer for half an hour, and then I'm going to be with you again, and then it's your time. So that also helps to have a good team. So in the hotel, which that is my main job, I have a great team around me of doers. I always say I don't want yes sir, no sir, 3 bags full sir, or in my case, yes ma'am, no ma'am, 3 bags full ma'am. I don't want people just to agree with me. I want people to say, no, actually, I disagree with that. Let's try this. What do you think? Even if we go round and round and end up back in where we started, you need people to challenge you. And the other thing then is deep breathing. Do exercise, do find time for yourself. I don't find as much time for myself as I would always like, but even if that's, and I say it in a lot of my motivational speeches, just drive to pick up your kids from school 5 minutes early and sit in your car, have no radio, no phone, and just say, oh, this is my 5 minutes. Whatever it takes, just do it and have that time. And for me, also yoga helps. So there are lots and lots of things. Do watch some of my motivational talks that I've given where I talk about this more. And yeah, love yourself and love those around you. Just keep the love and positivity flowing.
Those are wonderful suggestions and great tips. Farah, thank you so much for being with us today. That
Thank
was
you,
great.
Anna.
And hope to hear from you soon. The next steps, I'll be watching you online.
I'll be watching you too. And thank you so much for inviting me here and for also everything you do to inspire people to be healthier and happier and positive. You're doing a great job. So
Thank you,
do keep
Farah.
it up.
Feelings are mutual. So thank you again, and have a great weekend.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye,
Bye.
everyone. Thanks for tuning in.